In today's lesson, we will be going through the different types of signals and their unique differences. At the end of this lesson, there will be a problem that you will be tested on to ensure that you understand the two types of signals. Lesson 2. Signals. From the last lesson, we discussed that some furniture give off signals to power other furniture. Signals can come in two different forms. In front of me here are a number of different levers. Each lever does the exact same task despite the design differences. When I click each lever, we see that the blockade lowers and stays lowered. This is because levers give off a continuous signal, meaning while the lever is switched to the on position, a signal will be given off continuously until switched off. You can see that there is power being emitted from the lever because the wire path is now yellow. Blockades like these require a continuous signal to stay down. Levers are not the only furniture that give off continuous signals. Switch tiles act the same way as levers, only a woozen or pawn is required to stand on top to give power. When you step off, the power is switched off. Now that we have spoken about continuous signals, we can move on to the other signal type. In front of me are several types of buttons. A button gives off a signal when interacted with, but the signal is given off as one singular tick. This signal is referred to as a pulse signal. Uses for buttons would usually include one-time use actions such as these light cube switches. The light cube switch has a feature to toggle on and off when a signal has been received, so a button would be a perfect choice for this instance. A lever can still work to complete this action, but will need to be clicked twice to give off the same result. This is because it goes on and off, and while it is off, it does not produce a signal. In some instances, your signal type will matter. If we connect a button to a blockade, the blockade will go down for a brief moment and return to the upright position. This is because a blockade needs continuous power to stay down, which is best suited to a piece of furniture that gives off a continuous signal, like the lever. Now it's time to test yourself. I want to build a segment of an obstacle course where the user will need to complete a set of tasks to get through, and a way to show that the user has completed the course. Behind me are 3 levers and 3 buttons. We only want to individually lower each blockade and light the cube when we have reached the end. Feel free to pause the video to try it yourself. Connect one lever by mapping output A to a blockade and repeat this process 2 more times. Connect the button's output A to the activate input of the cube. Our circuit should now be complete. To test that this is working correctly, we will see each blockade lower and stay lowered by clicking each lever. When we press our button, we will see the cube light up. I hope today's lesson wasn't too hard and confusing. Please remember it's always good to go back and watch the video over a few times to get a better understanding of each lesson segment. In lesson 3, we will begin to dive deeper into more wiring furniture.